Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Mike. I am here with Savannah Boutique New York Fashion Week. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good today. I'm very excited. It's the last show of the Fashion Week. So hopefully they kill it tonight.
Yes, please let the people know the name of your clothing line.
So my clothing line is Savicouture. It's a women's apparel. I would love to get into the men's and the jewelry side of fashion as well. But right now we're just strictly women's. But I do mostly like custom made, so it's like made to order. So basically, you can follow me on Instagram, which takes you to my website. So my Instagram is Savvy Couture, so SAVI Couture underscore, and that's where you can find my Instagram handles there.
So, what's mainly your vision for your clothing line as far as the appeal, the design, color scheme, stuff like that?
So my clothing brand, I wanted to have women feel more empowered about their clothing. Usually, when I was growing up, I live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's where I'm based in. Like my families and friends, even schooling, we was taught to be like just be a lady in a way. So like we dressed very like modest. We had to sit a type of way or eat a type of way. I want to break out of that, the societal pressure that women have. So, like, we should be able to be more passionate about our things, like, express who we are truly, and, just be ourselves instead of being what society tells us to be.
Got you. So, being that you are out of Milwaukee, is there any hurdles you have because of the weather? Like, I know is it mainly cold throughout the year, or does it have like an even balance?
So in Milwaukee, we have like for our state, it's a four-season state, so we got winter, spring, summer. And I would say it is colder majority of the time. We have more of the winter side. I believe like we still like have 3 4 months of summer. Like spring is in between. It depends if we get a lot of snow or not. So I would say it's like New York's weather, but New York is just more windier than where we are.
Got you, got you. So, what's your main inspiration behind your clothing line? Where did the passion come from? As far as I want to go ahead, I know I want to do this.
Um, I started when I was 13, so that was more like my sophomore year of high school. I wanted to learn more about fashion because all I seen was like BET awards, like the runway shows, and that was something I wanted to do in life. Um, because I did go to school for fashion design at Mount Mary University. I had my bachelor's in that, and then I wanted to like actually step out of the realm of just designing. I like to style. I like doing photography and stuff. So I wanted to bring all that together for my brand, so I can have different realms to be in. Yeah.
Got you, got you. Is there any notable fashion designers that you looked up to, or is it something that just started within?
I really look up to Versace, Donatella. I know her brother started. I think it's Giannis. I believe I say his name right. I love their type of clothing that they always did. It was more very like chic and club wear, but she did turn it into something. It can be like an everyday thing. So I like how she revamped the brand for after her brother's death. So Versace was one of the few that I really loved that wanted to get into it with.
Got you, got you. So, as far as your clothing line and the design, the texture, is there any particular ones that you stick to only, or do you kind of just branch out as far as when you're creating a certain piece? And as far as the process, is it completely handmade by yourself?
Yes, my all my clothes are typically handmade by myself. But I say my creative like concept or things. I usually like take a walk in a park or anything. Like
Okay,
I
okay.
look at things that's around the world, like what's inspiring to others, or what can inspire me. I don't really like to look at other what's it called awards shows because it's
Hmm.
already been made,
Got you.
and then
Got
I don't want that to influence me. So I always like stay away from award shows like the BET Awards, the Grammys, and all that. Like it's cool to look at, but that's not something I want to be inspired by because it's typically already made. And I don't want anything to influence me of it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. So, what kind of advice would you give to somebody who's upcoming and starting?
I would say take that risk, jump in, believe in yourself in a way because you never know where it takes you. Um, for me, I always had that issue of like taking a risk because I just never know if I'll fail or not. And like, but failure is a good thing. That means you can learn from it. Um, that's all you have to do is just jump for it. Like
I got you. I got you. So, who would you say is the three people that you want to make the proudest?
the three people I want to make the proudest is my mom. She's here with me in New York. This is her first time being here. Um, my oldest brother, I really don't connect much with him, even though we live in the same house together. It's like, and like we have the same parents, but we don't really talk to each other once in a while. And then my granddad, he's one of the most male figures in my life that I see every day, and I wanted to make him proud because he's also interested in fashion too. It's never been his route that he goes with. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What would you say throughout your career so far that you can look back at a moment, a down moment that turned positive that said, you know what, this kind of knocked me out, but I'm built for this. If you could speak to that.
I would say when I was in college, I was doing what's it called, like draping. It was my first time draping fabric onto like mannequins and stuff, and just making patterns that way. Like I still struggle with it, but I would say when I was making this dress, I cut one of my skirts off completely from a serger. At first, I broke down and cried because I worked so hard to be able to make the skirt out of just thin air and then pattern it, and then like, oh, I just fucked it up. Like, okay. And then I formulated a plan and said, you know what, I can just go to Joann's, I can buy more fabric that I use, and I can just get through it and sew it. So I'll say that's one of the times that I told myself, like, no matter what happens, even though the fashion shows like in a week or so, because we had our own fashion shows at Mount Mary. I just had to push through it. And if it looks tacky, it just looks tacky. Maybe it's a design detail.
Got you. So you are based out of Milwaukee, correct? Is there any long-term visions for expanding outside of Milwaukee as far as hosting in different cities?
Yes, I actually truly would like to go like to Los Angeles, Paris, even England at some point. Even though Milwaukee's home, I don't truly see myself staying in Milwaukee. I'm more of like a person that likes to explore and travel everywhere.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Got you. Where's with that being said, what would be one city you know you have to base out of?
I would say I would like to base out of LA.
LA. Okay.
'Cause
Is it because of the allure?
yeah, and it's more closer to like garment districts and things like that. They can
Got you.
get a lot of
Got you.
fabrics through that way, and I can work with a lot of celebrities. Hopefully, if that's the route I would like to go.
Got you. Got you. Got you. So, what is something that the people may not know about you? Something that you know you love to do outside of your clothing line. Something that kind of you know what? Let me get away and do this for a little while.
Yeah. What a lot of people don't really know about me, I like to read a lot. So if I'm not sewing, I'm usually reading a book or so. Like to travel a lot. No one really knows about that because I'm most of a homebody person, but I like to have thrill of seeking adventures sometimes. So like leave Wisconsin, probably go to Chicago for the day, just find something that's out there that's very exciting. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, being that we're in New York for Fashion Week, what is something that you want to tell yourself leaving this event?
So to tell myself, I'm extremely proud that I did get to go to a fashion week. I always dreamed of doing this. I always dreamed of coming to New York. Like, this is literally the first time I've been here. First time I've seen Times Square. I usually see it in movies or pictures. Like, oh, I find it amazing that I am here. And it's like I'm standing where I always see movies and pictures. Like it's unbelievable.
Do you
So
like the food? The food? Have you tried the food here yet?
I tried the food here. It's pretty good.
Okay, okay, okay.
And hopefully I don't gain any pounds later on.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So let the people know again where they can find your clothing line, your socials, and everything like that.
All right, so you can find me on Instagram, Savicouture, and my website is also www.savicouture.com. That's also inside my Instagram page, so you can just click the link up there, and it'll take you to my website. I also do custom-made orders, so there is a little tab inside my website that you can get your garments custom-made. It might take a week or two, just depending on time limits and things like that.
That's what's up. Thank you. I appreciate you. I wish you many years of success and hope you have a great rest of your time in New York. This is Mike from We're Just a Message Podcast, special one-on-one interview. We are out.